The father, who had spent years pretending to be poor, made a fatal mistake. He accidentally sent a message intended for his mistress to the family group chat. When his daughter saw the text, she was completely confused and immediately showed it to her mother. Neither of them could believe it. This man, who constantly complained about being broke, actually had enough money to support a mistress and a secret son. When the father came home for dinner that night, the daughter couldn't stay silent. She confronted him right then and there, asking who the son in the message was. That's when the father realized his blunder. He scrambled to his phone to retract the message, making up a weak excuse that it was just a mass text sent to the wrong group. After hearing his explanation, the mother didn't argue. She simply and calmly walked away from the dining table. The daughter wanted to push for the truth, but her father shut her down, telling her to eat quickly. He even used her mother's hard work in the kitchen as a shield, saying they would talk after the new year. His words only made the daughter angrier. He spoke of her mother's hard work, yet he had just complained that the fish was terrible and demanded she redo it, all while he planned a secret trip with his other family. Seeing his cold, unapologetic expression, the daughter realized that questioning him further was useless, so she left the table as well. Later that night, after her father fell asleep on the sofa, she quietly took his phone. What she found was devastating. He had been with his mistress for 14 years. The chat history wasn't just a record of an affair, it documented every single milestone of his secret son's life. The daughter broke down. She finally understood why he always claimed to have no money or time whenever her mother needed help or she had a parent-teacher meeting. He was giving all his resources to his other family. Filled with a sense of total betrayal, she began taking photos of all the evidence, determined to get justice for herself and her mother. The next morning, as soon as her father left the house looking guilty, the daughter showed everything to her mother. Heartbroken, they started doing the math. They discovered he had several million in savings and had bought a house for his mistress at the exact time the mother needed surgery for her cervical spondylosis. Back then, he had refused to pay the 80,000 yuan surgery fee, telling her she should just rely on long-term medication instead. The mother had chosen the cheaper, conservative treatment just to ease the financial burden on him, never suspecting he had spent over $1 million on a house for another woman. They didn't even have time to grieve. The daughter remembered her father's comment about talking after the new year, which was exactly when their old house was set to be demolished. He was likely planning to wait for the demolition payout to confess, making it much harder for them to claim their fair share of the property in a divorce. What they didn't know was that the father was already plotting with his mistress to hide the money, divorce the mother, and finally go public with his secret family. But he had no idea that the daughter had already taken her mother to see her cousin, a lawyer who was determined to help them recover every cent they were owed. Reviewing the evidence, the cousin explained that while they could theoretically get most of the assets, there was a catch. The old house's title was only in the father's name. They needed to get the mother's name on that deed before the demolition happened. Furthermore, the father held complete control over all their liquid cash. If he managed to transfer those funds in advance, they might never be able to get them back. Faced with this challenge, the cousin immediately began crafting a plan for their revenge.